Okay, looks like finally another video, racingfactory.net, which is actually not a website, just a channel. We're back again, and this looks like, yes, you guessed right, Assetto Corsa Nordschleife, and let's adjust that screen there just a tiny bit. Yeah, it looks a bit better. So what I've been up to, and to be honest, not much iRacing, even though I miss it like crazy. Ever since the DLC got released by Kunos with Nordschleife in it, I've just been hot lapping a bit, and I'm not really the hot lapping guy. I like racing more, a lot more, close battles. That's really what I've gotten into sim racing for. But you know what, this track is something special, and I think it's something every sim racer should visit. And let's be careful here, because no use in killing myself first corner. Yeah, like I said, this track is something special. It's both crazy hard, crazy demanding, and obviously it has a load of corners. Really something I think personally is worth visiting. Unfortunately, the online side of Assetto Corsa is really, how should I say, chaotic, lacking. It's not there yet, definitely. And if you're an iRacer, you are kind of used to something a bit different. But still, after a lot of fiddling with the force feedback and getting the dampers right, which for me is almost no damping, I really got used to it. Must say, I've gotten to love it. There's some things about it which I don't quite like as much as in iRacing, and I know there's a lot of there's a lot of Assetto Corsa fans there who will say that handling is superior to iRacing, but for me, that's what I know, that's what I'm got used to it. It still took a long time to really found my way into Assetto Corsa. But after I did, I must say, I really enjoy it, driving it. But yeah, don't you worry, I will do some iRacing races soon. Can't wait to get into all the different cars, driving Monza as well. For now, it's a bit of Assetto Corsa, yeah, why not? In case you're wondering, we're driving a Corvette here. Nice little beast of a car that really wants to, if you have it loose enough, really wants to break out, but it gets the chance to. But for some reason, it became my favorite car here. Not only looks cool, it drives cool. And I set up a server for Assetto Corsa. If you want to find it, it's called racingfactory.net something, I don't know. Just look for, for the title, you should find it. And I'll let Reddit decide what kind of cars they wanted to run on it. I wanted to set up a Nordschleife Tourist track, the same configuration we're driving right now, and to my surprise, most people actually voted for road cars. And after setting the server up and trying them out myself, you know what? There's something that I do like. Maybe because it has a bit of a familiar feature to it when you drive the road cars. They're at times wobbly and feel like a ship, but some cars out there, man, they really do deliver. So yeah, if you want to hop on, there is also your times are being tracked if you race on there, and you get on a little leaderboard. And it's always good to drive with other people. I think that was the biggest thing that made me keep practicing, because sometimes it's just cool if you get on one of these tourist servers and so many people on there. And I must say, a lot of drivers are how should I say, don't pick the right car for their level, but it's still, nevertheless, it's fun. So if you're into hard lapping, obviously this isn't the right thing for you. Okay, good enough. And yeah, I also did a few races, but I must say, I think, how should I say this, it's not there yet. It still lacks something, and maybe I would advise everyone who wants to race in Assetto Corsa maybe join the league. That's probably the best thing to do. Surround yourself with people who take it a bit more serious than open server racing, which usually ends up in a crash in the first corner. People just don't brake, and those that are turned around, they just keep rejoining the track with no regards to other drivers. And I must say, that regard really, iRacing maybe teaches you to drive the car like it is yours just a tiny bit better, because it can be over fast. Everyone knows that. Actually, I think I don't see my time, so a mystery. So, was that it? That was actually a bit short. Maybe not. You know what? Let's do the sensible thing, because I don't really do short videos. Let's just search for an online server and maybe drive the same car. Oh, 6:30 I did, so there's a lot more time in there, believe me. But if you check out, I think there's a plugin that lets you record all your. By the way, that's the server, racingfactory.net, no tourist road cars only. Unfortunately, no one is online there yet. Okay. And yeah, there's a plugin which will automatically upload your times and for you to compare to. Something. Maybe the Lotus 211. Should I drive it or not? Let's see. Maybe another server. I'm sorry for that downtime. You know what? Let's do the Alpha. Like this car. And there's a good chance we won't make a lap, because usually it takes me a bit to warm up. Yeah. What can we talk about? Yeah, someone just wrote on Reddit and asked me if there's any tips for people that just get into racing with a steering wheel, sim racing in general. And I just saw a thread on Reddit as well, or an article that stated that sim racing is getting more popular. And I think both Assetto Corsa and iRacing really kind of help to get you into it. I'm not a veteran myself. I'm just been racing for, I think it's about 2 years now, and I started with R Factor 2. Oh no, actually with F1. What was it? F1 2013, I think. Let's check. Yeah, everything looks good. And then Ah, that's a nice sound. And then just discovered iRacing and haven't looked back since. But yeah, there's a lot of people that just are starting out, getting into Assetto Corsa, buying a G27 or whatnot. And I think that's really cool to see. And then that certain forum poster asked me for tips how to get into this whole sim racing thing, you know. And if I had to say something, and I think again iRacing may teach you that a bit better, is just drive it like you own it. Just don't overdo it. If you think it's too fast, if you think you can't handle it, just don't fuck up now. But just, you know, lift and take it smooth. Because if you crash out, then it's over, right? So even though you can, put damage off and get your grip up to optimum. My God, as you can see, feels a lot more like a road car. That's still fun. But yeah, that's basically my tip for you. Just try to drive in real conditions. Try to get your grip level down to green, preferably track temperature, to maybe as close as possible to the real thing, or asking on Reddit and forums. There's so many. And I think someone is closing in behind us. Oh, faster than we are. But yeah, and try to really, even if, you know, it feels a lot trickier to drive, just do it, man, because the reward will be better if you learn how to drive it in, at least, let's say, real conditions or authentic conditions. I don't really like the word realism when it comes to simulators. Obviously, we strive for a realistic experience, but there's so much that is lacking. That, whoa, what was that? Off throttle steering, hardcore. That was the wrong gear. I think we got someone behind us again. Let's let him pass. And yeah, please, as close as possible. I feel like I'm sitting duck here. Let's try to, yeah. Managed to not kill myself. So yeah, just try to set up your wheel till it feels, yeah, natural, till you can do stuff like this, and then just practice, practice, and practice. Not doing best times here. That's not really the way to shift, yeah. Oh my. Motor icon here really look yellow. So bumpy, so scary. Inside. What can I say? I'm not being too chatty, I must say. Even less so than when I race, I think. Come on. But yeah, man, they look looks lovely, it feels lovely. Really the kind of track you can just lap and lap and lap, and you will always find something to improve on. Getting a bit closer to the limit, and at times you know it can be frustrating, especially if you want to set the fastest lap, personal fastest lap, and then you manage to do it, and then just that last corner kind of kills you. I'm being honest, man. That gets to me. Being a bit cautious here. I don't want to hit the wall when I'm recording. And yeah, what else actually to get into it? No, what are you doing? Okay, that's what public is for, I guess. So sorry that was in my way. Yeah. So thank God damage isn't really on here, I think. Some strange races here. I've done about, I don't know. Get back in! Not a GT car. Yeah, I really had some strange races where you with your shift there. Yeah. Where you just see people not giving a fuck, and that thing you see right here, that happens from time to time, and I have no idea why. It only happens online. You get kind of into this lag fest again. We see it here, and it's really scary because when it happens in a race, and it looks like it's not stopping. Where is my car? Yeah, thanks for that. Don't maybe go online if you record a video for YouTube. Yeah, like I said, not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. But cool enough, nevertheless. And looks like it's starting. It's with this server. So no Racing Factory video without a crash, I think. To be fair, I'm not always the guy that does the crashing. Sometimes we're just passing. And can I say this? This car sounds lovely. And you know what I think? That does it for this video. I'm on number 15. Obviously not the fastest car on the track right now, but you know what? Don't care about others, just that's a good tip as well, I think. Drive the slower cars, because they might teach you a thing or two, trying to keep your momentum up. Don't always go for the cars you see in front of me. They're not easy to drive, not always easy to understand what they're doing. That was, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think the horn is back in multiplayer, so thank God for that. Yeah, maybe not the most interesting videos, but I had to do one. That's what I've been doing all this time. If you have a Assetto Corsa, buy the DLC. If you have a wheel, you know, drive it. Nordschleife. It's a cool thing. And we will see us thinking iRacing again, yeah? Unless I find a race that is worth uploading to YouTube. But I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a tough one. So, have a good one.